Hello, my name is Elisa, and it must come as such a huge surprise to you that I'll be talking about Anhedonia again today. Ta-da! Yeah, that was not very funny. Because our condition isn't exactly funny, but it's always good to be a little humorous about it. It's good to not take yourself too seriously. Which actually leads me to today's topic, namely the difference between acceptance and resignation. And well, in my opinion, it is really important to have the former, even though most of us know that the latter is like poison. The reason I'm saying this and why I'll be talking about this for the next few minutes is that it wasn't an easy pill to swallow, and yet at the same time it still helped me tremendously. So what am I talking about when I am using the term acceptance? It means that you should neither expect the same things from yourself and from your brain, which you used to be able to expect from your healthy self. It means that you accept that while you're still ill, certain things are just not going to happen. And it means that, that you accept that our illness isn't very easy to cure, and that life has to go on regardless. Now, again, what do I mean when saying this? For example, if you compare yourself to a healthy person, a lot of us tend to be way too hard on ourselves. For example, if there's a running competition, if there's a race, and a healthy person reaches the goal before us, we tend to hyper-focus on that and feel bad about it, even though, we have a malfunctioning brain, even though our reward system isn't working properly, even though in many cases our concentration isn't working properly, even though there are even cases of our movements being slowed down because of our brain's malfunction. We tend to disregard that it takes a lot more effort to reach the goal. A healthy person could reach easily and quickly. When you are carrying a huge bag of rocks, it's just not the same. You cannot expect the same results if you are carrying that huge bag of rocks. So you should evaluate your accomplishments in accordance with that. You shouldn't say, oh, it took me so much longer to reach that certain point than it took this one healthy or healthier person. You should just celebrate the fact that you made it there, despite the bag of rocks you've been carrying. It means that you give yourself the pat on the back that you deserve, and it means that you stop placing ridiculously and high and unrealistic standards on yourself, which you will simply not be able to meet at this point. Acceptance, of course, also means that, well, you need to accept that certain things, certain sensations are just not going to happen to you. Of course, all of us want to be happy, all of us want to experience joy. But what if we are physiologically incapable of that? There's no point in hyper-focusing on that fact when we should be seeking fulfillment elsewhere. It's like, if there's a door you were planning on going through and the door suddenly closes, is it smarter to keep banging your head against the closed metal door? Or is it smarter to look for a different door which has opened for you elsewhere? Well, obviously it's the latter. It takes more effort. And some people are going to be like, oh, what's the point in doing that? And some of us will also rightfully say, isn't that really unfair that I have to do this? Yeah, of course it is. But we are still worth it. We are still worth this different type of fulfillment. We are still worth the act of the effort it takes to make our life worth living. Of course, some of us, maybe even a lot of us, my past self included, would say, oh, but anhedonia isn't something I want to cope with ever. Well, that's quite something. It's difficult to process. And if you've reached that point, then I'm truly sorry that it happened to you. But I think the truth is none of us want to suffer and all of us want to recover. But what if recovery or a cure isn't easy to reach? In my opinion, we really need to focus on the now, on making the now worth living, so we can make it to the future in which there may be a cure. Right now there isn't a whole lot of awareness about our condition. But if we ever want to change that, we need to become more vocal about it. We need to make the right demands. We have to talk to the right people. And we have to fight for it. We have to fight for a cure. We have to fight for our recovery. We have to fight for the research that can lead to our recovery. But if we've given up on ourselves, if we are too focused on just becoming healthy instead of surviving and coping with our condition, we will never have the strength that is necessary for any such course of action. So, if you keep that in mind, maybe at least some of you will agree that it's probably better for, any of us as an individual and for us as a collective, as a group of survivors, if we accept our condition without succumbing to resignation. If we make the most out of our lives without giving up hope that one day we will be healthy again, that one day there will be a cure for us. please at least think about my words. And please consider contributing to the Anhedonia awareness hashtag on Twitter. And most importantly, keep fighting both for your quality of life and your recovery. Those aren't mutually exclusive things. This is also something you will need to have to realize if you want to get better. Again, please take care of yourselves and do not hesitate to reach out to me on Twitter if you would like some advice or some positivity. Keep fighting, you are not alone. Bye bye!